From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double time. 4 down.
22 jet bombers. Ready?
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 60 or.
Push him back.
Clear.
48.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Hey, echo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? He'll flat out take over this game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's complete right around the 8th. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 8 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Got to like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Bengals 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. 4 down.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Buying time to his left. And now he's good. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Next to score, Ravens 21, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Got it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
34 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
They're going to look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
Let's go. All day, baby. All day.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
To John Ross. It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Mixon running right. call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Check 48's the mic. I got you. I got you. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, Haywood. 5.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Bullock good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles. And
he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Here we go.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. It's Mixon on the counter. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Orbit.
48 Mike. You must hit it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mixon will try the right side. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mike, 48. I got you, son. I got you.
Hey, high 7.
48.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, Mixon. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He spins free. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike, 48, Mike, 48. Cut. 48 for Mike.
Ready.
2nd and 11. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Team 6.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Brian.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, check this out. Mike 57. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give, right side. Mixon, he's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Sponge.
Big Griffin. Big Griffin.
Now Joe Mixon. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Let's go.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Set, hut, set, 6 yards. Who that? Hey, alert 3. Check. Set.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Switch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year, and he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Check. Check 3.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A nice little juke. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Jackson looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Here we go. Here we go. Good time to end it. Right here. Watch out. Tight end one.
Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once again, they run with Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you as it did to me?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a 1st down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field, so they picked up the 1st down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
This quarterback now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, break.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
2nd and 13. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Protein, spell, defense.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on second down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now is Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, kill.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And an alley to run. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Buddy up. Mike 57. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here we go. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So with a lead at 5, the book definitely says go for 2 here to try to get it to a 7-point differential. Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here we go. Set. Get the hands. Let's go. Danny.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Over. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the curve. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
57 to Mike. 57.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get wide.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.